Not every Libra is the same. And if you're watching this right now, it is very likely that your soul has known this for a long time. The world often describes Libra as the sign of charm, diplomacy, harmony, and hesitation. A zodiac that smooths things over, keeps the peace, and avoids extremes. But that story is only the surface. It is a carefully crafted mask designed to make others feel comfortable. Beneath Libra lives a much deeper layer of energy, sharper, heavier, far more powerful than most people ever realize. This video is not here to list personality traits. This is a revelation. 10 things that make Libra a truly unique sign. Stay until the end, because some truths only appear when the entire scale is placed on the table. 1. Libra is not passive balance. Libra does not avoid conflict. Libra studies it. One of the greatest misunderstandings about Libra is the belief that they seek peace because they are afraid of tension. In reality, Libra pauses because they are weighing consequences. Their balance is not a reflex. It is a calculation. When conflict appears, Libra does not rush to respond. Their awareness expands. They observe tone, intention, timing, and power dynamics all at once. While others speak to release emotion, Libra listens to understand structure. Who holds leverage? Who is reacting from fear? Who is hiding something beneath their words? Balance for Libra is not neutrality. It is discernment. They want to see the full shape of a situation before placing weight on the scale, not because they lack conviction, but because they understand that once a decision is made, the environment shifts permanently. Libra knows that words alter relationships and choices change trajectories. So they wait. They allow the tension to reveal its true center. They let people expose themselves through repetition, inconsistency, or silence. In that space, truth surfaces without force. This is one of the things that makes Libra a truly unique sign. Their stillness is active. Their calm is intentional. Many Libras are misjudged early in life. They are told they hesitate too much or overthink. What is never acknowledged is the internal scale constantly adjusting, refusing to tip without ethical clarity. Libra does not fear disagreement. They fear misalignment. And once they act, it is not reversible. Because when Libra finally moves the scale, the decision carries weight. And that weight is felt by everyone in the room. The next truth reveals why this calm is not softness, but authority in disguise. 2. Calm is a form of power. Libra's calm is not accidental. It is cultivated. When chaos enters a space, most people respond by matching its volume. Libra does the opposite. Their nervous system slows, their voice lowers, their body becomes still. This is not detachment. This is control. Libra understands something most people never learn. The one who regulates the emotional temperature of a room holds influence, not through force, but through gravity. While others react, Libra processes. Their silence is active. Inside, they are sorting signals, separating noise from meaning. What looks like hesitation is actually filtration. They are deciding what deserves energy and what does not. This is one of the things that makes Libra a truly unique sign. Their calm shifts power dynamics without a single command. People begin to mirror them. Voices soften, movements slow. The chaos loses momentum. Libra becomes the axis around which the situation stabilizes. This ability often develops early. Many Libras grow up in environments where emotional volatility is present. They learn that reacting escalates, but grounding changes outcomes. Over time, calm becomes their language of survival. But there is a cost. To remain composed, Libra often compresses their own emotions. They become skilled at holding space for others while postponing their own release. The room feels better, but Libra carries the weight. This is why their calm feels heavy rather than empty. It is full of restraint. This is authority without aggression, influence without intimidation. And once you recognize this, another pattern becomes impossible to ignore. Because beneath Libra's calm lives a mind that never stops calculating consequences. 3. Logic as a survival mechanism. Libra does not think for pleasure. Libra thinks to survive. Very early, Libra learns that emotion without structure creates chaos. So they build an internal architecture made of logic, pattern recognition, and cause and effect. This is not coldness, it is protection. When faced with a choice, Libra does not ask what feels good in the moment. They ask what happens next, and then what happens after that. Their mind moves forward in quiet sequences, tracing consequences like footsteps in wet cement. This is one of the things that makes Libra a truly unique sign. Their decisions are rarely impulsive, but they are rarely regretted. People often mistake Libra's delay for uncertainty. In truth, Libra is running simulations. If they speak now, what shifts? If they wait, what decays? If they leave, what collapses? Libra understands that timing changes meaning. Because of this, their answers arrive later than others. But when they arrive, they are grounded, final, clean. Logic becomes Libra's way of maintaining balance. When emotions threaten to pull the scale apart, it allows them to stay fair even when they are personally affected, to remain composed when provoked, to act without burning bridges they may still need to cross. But this reliance on logic comes with tension. Feeling is never gone. It is simply delayed, stored, categorized. Over time, the mind becomes a gatekeeper, deciding when emotion is allowed to surface. This is why Libra often appears composed long after others have broken down, and why when they finally feel, it arrives all at once, because the same mind that protects them also hides another ability, the ability to read what has never been spoken out loud. 4. The ability to read what is unspoken. Libra listens beyond words. They hear what people say, but more importantly, they notice what is avoided. A pause that lasts too long, a sentence that changes direction mid-thought, an emotion that does not match the story being told. For Libra, these are not small details. They are signals. This is one of the things that makes Libra a truly unique sign. They read the space between words as clearly as spoken language. Libra senses intention before explanation arrives. They feel tension before conflict is named. They recognize when harmony is real and when it is performative. This awareness does not come from suspicion. It comes from deep attunement. Because Libra spends so much time observing balance, they become sensitive to imbalance at its earliest stage. They can feel when someone is holding back, when resentment is forming, when truth is being softened to protect comfort. This is why people instinctively confide in Libra. Even without advice, Libra creates a field where honesty feels possible. Their presence invites clarity. But this ability is not without cost. Seeing beneath the surface means Libra often carries knowledge they did not ask for. They know when someone is lying to themselves. They sense when relationships are misaligned long before collapse. So Libra often stays quiet, not out of fear, but out of responsibility. They understand that revealing truth too early can do harm. This silent awareness sharpens something else inside them, a deeper sensitivity shaped by the planet that governs their nature. And that influence changes how others feel around them before a single word is spoken. 5. Venusian influence beyond beauty. Venus gives Libra more than aesthetics. It gives them resonance. People often reduce Venus to beauty, romance, and charm. But for Libra, Venus operates at a deeper frequency. It shapes how they affect emotional space. Libra does not simply look pleasant, they feel stabilizing. This is one of the things that makes Libra a truly unique sign. Their attraction is energetic, not visual. When Libra is present, others feel seen. Conversations slow down. Defenses soften. There is a subtle sense of being acknowledged without being judged. Libra reflects people back to themselves in a way that feels safe. This is not performance, it is alignment. Venus teaches Libra how to harmonize without effort, how to listen without interrogation, how to hold tension without escalating it. People leave Libra feeling lighter even when difficult truths were spoken. But this influence also carries weight, because when you become a point of emotional comfort, others lean on you. They project needs. They attach expectations. Libra becomes a resting place for imbalance that is not theirs to carry. Over time, this can blur boundaries. Libra may give presence when they need distance. They may soothe when they need honesty directed inward. This is the quiet paradox of Venus. The same energy that draws people in can drain the one who holds it. And beneath this grace lies something more vulnerable. Because Libra's ability to connect so easily is not only a gift, it is also shaped by a deep human fear they rarely admit. 6. Social grace, rooted in fear of isolation. Libra connects because connection feels like safety. They are not afraid of being alone in a dramatic way. They are afraid of drifting out of balance with the world. Prolonged isolation forces Libra inward, where unanswered questions echo louder. Relationships help them regulate. Interaction keeps the scale steady. This is one of the things that makes Libra a truly unique sign. Their social intelligence is not superficial. It is adaptive. Libra learns how to read rooms, adjust tone, and build bridges. Because harmony feels essential to survival. They know how to bring people together, how to soften edges, how to create shared ground where none existed before. But this strength creates tension. The desire to connect can sometimes pull Libra away from solitude they actually need. They may stay engaged when they should step back. They may listen when they should rest. Over time, Libra becomes skilled at being present for others while postponing presence with themselves. This creates a quiet contradiction. The more socially integrated Libra becomes, the more internally fragmented they can feel. They are surrounded yet not always known, connected yet not fully met. Still, this ability allows Libra to move fluidly through many worlds. They understand group dynamics instinctively. They sense when someone is being excluded. They notice when energy shifts. But even in a room full of people, something remains unresolved. Because connection does not always equal intimacy. And that realization leads Libra into one of their most painful truths. 7. Loneliness inside the crowd. Libra can be surrounded by people and still feel profoundly alone. They often have wide social circles, familiar faces, ongoing conversations. From the outside, their life looks full. But fullness does not always mean depth. Libra knows this distinction intimately. This is one of the things that makes Libra a truly unique sign. Access to them is rare. Libra opens carefully, not because they are guarded in a defensive way, but because they are selective about where their inner balance is placed. They sense very quickly who can meet them at depth and who can only remain at the surface. Most people never move past that surface, so Libra learns how to be present without being revealed. They engage, they listen, they contribute, they make others feel comfortable, but their core remains untouched. Protected. The loneliness that follows is quiet. It does not announce itself. It hides behind charm, politeness, and social fluency. Often even Libra struggles to name it. They simply feel a subtle emptiness after too much interaction. They want resonance, not attention. Understanding, not approval. When conversations remain shallow for too long, Libra begins to withdraw internally, even if they stay physically present. Over time, this teaches Libra discernment. They start choosing fewer connections with greater care. Not to isolate, but to preserve alignment. Still, the question remains unresolved. How long can one balance others without being fully held themselves? That question forces Libra to confront their most misunderstood trait next. 8. Hesitation is not a flaw. Libra hesitates because they see the full landscape. Where others lock onto a single desire, Libra perceives a network of consequences. Every option carries weight. Every movement shifts someone else's position. Libra does not delay out of fear. They pause out of responsibility. This is one of the things that makes Libra a truly unique sign. Their hesitation is principled. Before choosing, Libra measures impact, not just on themselves, but on the emotional and relational field around them. They understand that decisions echo. A word spoken changes tone. A boundary set alters balance. A departure leaves absence behind. So they wait. They test alignment internally. They imagine outcomes. They let time expose what urgency tries to hide. This process looks slow to outsiders. To Libra, it is necessary. When Libra finally decides, the movement is clean. There is no second guessing. The scale has already settled long before action appears. What others call sudden is simply delayed visibility. This is why Libra's choices often feel final. Once alignment is reached, there is no need for debate, no need for explanation. The decision holds its own weight. Hesitation for Libra is where integrity lives, but carrying this level of awareness alone creates pressure. Over time, Libra learns that not all influence requires declaration. Some influence works silently, and that is where their power becomes nearly invisible. 9. Quiet influence without force. Libra rarely pushes, they shift. This is one of the most overlooked things that makes Libra a truly unique sign. Their influence does not arrive through commands or dominance. It moves through presence. When Libra enters a space, the atmosphere adjusts. Conversations change tone. Tension softens or clarifies. People become more aware of themselves, not because Libra demands it, but because balance naturally responds to imbalance. Libra understands that force creates resistance, so they do not apply pressure. They hold position. They listen without interrupting. They respond without inflaming. They ask questions that cause others to reflect instead of defend. Slowly, almost invisibly, the room recalibrates. This kind of influence leaves no fingerprints. There is no moment to point to and say, this is when Libra took control. And yet, outcomes shift in their favor. Decisions align. Conflicts de-escalate. People reconsider their stance. Many Libras do not even recognize this power in themselves. They assume influence must be loud to be real. They underestimate how deeply their steadiness affects others. But this ability comes from years of internal calibration, from learning when to speak and when to remain still, from understanding that stability itself is persuasive. Libra does not bend people. They invite alignment. And eventually, this quiet influence reveals the deeper reason Libra exists in every system they enter. Not to please, not to smooth over, but to correct what has drifted off center. And that truth leads directly to their core mission. 10. Core mission to restore imbalance. Libra is not here to keep everyone comfortable. They arrive where something has tipped too far. In relationships, in systems, in emotional exchanges, in their own inner world. Libra feels imbalance like a physical pressure. Something pulls at them until it is addressed. This is one of the deepest things that makes Libra a truly unique sign. They are calibrators. Libra notices when power is uneven, when one voice dominates, when harmony is forced instead of real. They sense when peace is performative and truth has been postponed, and they cannot unsee it. This is why Libra often finds themselves in the middle of complex dynamics, not because they seek it, but because imbalance draws them in. They are wired to correct tilt, not to decorate disorder. Sometimes this mission is external. They challenge unfairness. They restructure dynamics. They speak when silence would allow distortion to grow. Other times, the mission turns inward. Libra must confront where they have over-accommodated, where they have carried weight that was never theirs, where balance was maintained at the cost of self-respect. This is the final lesson Libra faces. Harmony without self-alignment is not harmony. It is erasure. When Libra integrates this truth, their power sharpens. They stop mediating at their own expense. They restore balance by standing fully in their own position. This is when Libra becomes undeniable, not pleasing, not neutral, but precise. And once this realization settles, the final question is no longer about strength or weakness. It is about position. Libra is not a list of traits. Libra is a process, a movement from external harmony toward internal clarity, from wanting to be liked toward the ability to hold balance for an entire space without losing the self. No Libra is stronger than another, only positioned differently on the scale. The final question was never which Libra is the strongest. The real question is this: where are you standing on your own scale right now? If this spoke to you, share this video with someone who needs to hear it. Then write in the comments what part resonated most, or what being a Libra has taught you about balance. Your experience matters. Your voice belongs here.